Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are for Division 4 at Austria. We've already seen Division 1, we've seen Division 2, and now we're here at Division 4. I'm your host tonight, Nishka. I'm joined in the comments box by Dirt. We will also have an interview getting underway with our Team of the Week, team principal of Symphonic. We'll get that happening in a second. But Dirt, how are we tonight, mate?
Yeah, very good. Had a good day. What about yourself, Nishka?
Yeah, it's been a good day. Public holiday here in Perth, so I've had a bit of a relaxing one. It's been raining though, so not much to do outside, but plenty of action coming up here now with Rush. It's all going to be happening. We do have the TP of the V Carbs in here. Team of the week. I'm going to get that graphic up now as the guys get ready now. Symphonic, how are we tonight, mate?
Yeah, good boys. How are yous?
Good, mate. Good. Yeah. Thoughts on your week you just had, mate? Absolutely stellar week. I know in my division it was a bit of a, I think it was a 1-2 you guys had in there, which was fantastic for yourselves in there. But yeah, sort of talk us through how the rest of the week went, and what sort of impressed you the most, mate.
Oh, it's got to be the 1-2 for Div 3. Second time this season, but we didn't have Hugh this week. But we managed to get Jazzy Drought in there last second, and yeah, just worked out for us to get the 1-2, and it's always a good way to finish off the week. But yeah, the rest of the divs, it was pretty consistent. Few top fives, and I think we got 4 podiums overall, which is pretty good. Yeah, bloody good job from the boys at Baku. I knew they were going to do a pretty good job there, and yeah, pretty happy to get the team a week for the second time for the season. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's a fantastic result. Is that sort of like the week now? You're hoping to get that late season push and sort of try to push up towards that top spot or those top 2 or 3 spots in those overalls now, mate.
Yeah, well, I think the rest of the season, well, our goal is just to finish off strong and keep chugging along. Hopefully, no one gives up near the end, and we just pull through and yeah, just finish off the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a bit hard trying to keep these guys motivated now. We are winding down to the end of this edition of the game. It's been a long season. Is there anything you sort of have up your sleeve that you try and pull out to try and keep these guys going, as it is a brutal season?
Nah, I don't really have anything up my sleeve. I'm just hoping the boys just stay motivated and just show up like they have been throughout the whole season, and we've had a real good the morale's just been really good. I've said it before, the morale's been really good in the garage. I knew that this is a team that was going to really start to pick it up gradually over the season, and they have. And yeah, just finish off the season strong, and that's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys got a pretty good bond there at VCARB. I do know a few of the guys in there as well. Really good blokes, good bunch of blokes. So it's really good to see you get a team of the week. I'm going to wish you the best of luck there for Cookie and Com United for tonight as well, mate. I hope they go well. I'll pass you over now to Dur for any questions he's got for you, mate.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Congratulations and thank you for joining us in the comms box. Overall, great result for you and the team. I'm sure you'll be stoked about it. I'm probably going to look more to this week, as I think Nick has probably asked any questions I had about last week. How are you feeling about this week in particular?
Well, I mean, the boys are ready for Canada, but unfortunately with the game bugs, I'm having to move on to Austria last second. I think the boys are all right. We've had a pretty good race last night. Unfortunately, didn't have Kaz due to wheel problems, but yeah, 3 more races. I'm hoping the boys just do well. We just have to wait and see.
Very much so.
Yeah.
You've got Com United and the OG Cookie on the grid tonight. How are you feeling about this pairing?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about these guys. Com's been pretty decent throughout the season. We got OG stepping in. We'll see how it goes tonight. Yeah, I'll jump into the engineering box and help them out as much as I can. But yeah, hoping for a good result tonight.
Very much so. Best of luck to you and the team for tonight and the rest of the season. And thank you very much for joining us. And congratulations.
Sweet as boys, appreciate it. Have a good night.
Thank you. As we just see Soup do a 104.191 to put him on pole so far. That is an absolutely rapid banker there, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. That's super quick to start off the night. A 104.1, so that's a pretty good start there. 104.4 for Mitch is pretty good. Moe Naps goes across the line. He does a 104.7. Just on board here with the Red Bull driver, Patrick. He's just coming down into Sector 2 now. We didn't get much time to go through the grid tonight, but is there anybody sort of keeping your eye on at the moment? Obviously, Suit for Duck with that early time there. He's probably going to be one we've got to keep our eye out for. But anybody else sort of in this grid that you really want to keep an eye on tonight, mate?
Yeah, I think we'll be focusing more than anything on this championship battle here as it is heating up with Quicksilver a decent bit out in front in the battle, followed by Mitchell. I think he's probably the main contender to take it off him. It is still possible for a few guys to get there, but I think if we go realistically here, it'll be between Quicksilver and Mitchell, and Patrick will be having a sniff as well, trying to get as many points as he can. He's my driver, so I'll probably glaze him a bit, but that's alright. Obviously, wouldn't count out Soup or Moe in this race in particular, as we're seeing them, they look very, well, Soup especially looking very, very quick, and Moe's still with very much on the pace today as well, as we've seen him be a bit hot and cold in a few races, if you know what I mean, Nishka.
Yeah, definitely, mate. We did have an onboard view come in for Quicksilver Deck. I only jumped on halfway through, so he's coming down, so apologies for that. But he's going to come down to the line, 104.6, so he's going to go P3. So the Alpine's looking very fast at the moment. We've got anybody else on a bit of a lap at the moment? We see Kung Bus, he's starting. The other McLaren, he's just about to start his lap too. We got the Red Bull, I believe that's probably SJ, maybe. He's just started the lap as well, or he's on an out lap actually. Bry, he has invalidated, so he's not going to be seeing a time there. Trio Kev, he's one I'm interested to see. He's coming down to the line now. We have seen Trio Kev put up some good performances so far this season when he has reserved. What's it going to be so far in this one? A 104.5, he goes P3, so very good time from him on the board there, Durr.
Yeah, very much so. I can't say I necessarily expected him to be right up there yet, but as you said, he has put out some really good performances throughout the season there, and it's good to see him up there as well. Looks like we could have a really competitive race on our hands, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Kung Bus. He is coming down to the line, but I'm going to jump onto one of your drivers, mate, for a flying lap. We haven't given Gov much love this season with the onboards, and we will jump on board with him, mate, for a flying lap, and you can take us away.
Yeah, we've got Gov crossing the line here. He's burning his battery with the rear wing open. Heading into turn 1. Gets down into 4th gear, back onto the battery. Opening up that rear wing. Flying along the straight here. Getting up 8th gear. 318 k's an hour along there. Goes through turn 2. Making it through that tidally. Currently, I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that was a purple first sector supposedly. Burning the battery down to about 43% across the top of the hill, and back down the gears into 3rd, back onto the battery coming out of the corner there. It's looking like a pretty good lap from Gov so far. Through 7th, down into 4th around the 2 left-handers there, back onto the battery in between them. Through 5th through the 2nd left-hander, back onto the battery, up through the gears. Going to be burning it right down here, I imagine, down to about 10%. Back down into 6th gear to go around the 2nd last corner, and round the last corner, burning the battery, keeps it clean. We're going to see a 105.3 here from Gov, putting him in P10. What was your
Yeah.
thoughts on that lap, Nishka?
Yeah, not a bad lap there from Governor. Just putting a bit of a time down as we see. Bry, he goes a 104 flat. So Bry is putting his foot on this race as well. So seeing some fast times coming in early here. That's a really good time from him. We are seeing, I believe, Sonny Bray. He is starting a lap now. I'll jump on board with him. We'll see how he goes. Down into turn 1. Down into 4th gear. Runs wide, very wide. He's managed to somehow... not invalidate there. I'm not sure what's going on there. So that might have cost him some time though, but we'll have to wait and see. Down into 50%. Burning down the battery. Down this back straight. DRS open. Down into 27%. All the way down into 3rd gear. Nicely done so far. A little bit of a snap on the exit though. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Down to 4th. Holds it right through there, uses plenty of the track, turns in one little downshift to 5th there, back on the battery, uses plenty of the curb, as you need to do here, need to use all the track around this Austria track. How's he going to navigate these last 2 right-handers? We've seen him go wide on the first time around, down into the last corner, doesn't go wide this time, uses plenty of the track on the exit, he's going to be burning down, and it's going to be a 105 flat, so they're going to put him in P10. I believe there's probably a fair bit of time in that lap there though, I think.
Yeah, he lost a fair bit at turn 1 running wide there, so I think we could really see a really competitive battle up the front today. As seems like everyone's pulling out the stops, so sorry. Unfortunately Drew Zilla does have a quali ban, so we won't be seeing him today, but we've got Minmay just starting a lap if we want to jump on board with him to set his first lap.
Yeah, we'll catch up with Minmay in a second. We got a couple of guys. They're sort of coming through. So sector 2, Bowie Nabs. He's up 3/10 at the moment, so I'll stick with him as he comes down through sector 3. We'll see what sort of time he can put on the board. Patrick also starting a lap as well in that Red Bull. We got the 2 Ferraris. They're coming through behind as well. Bowie Nabs has run wide. He's invalidated. We got Quicksilver Deck, I believe, getting a little bit of a tow here. He's going to be coming down to the line. What's it going to be for Quicksilver Deck? A 104.4, so he only goes P4. Muzz, fantastic time from Muzz. We're seeing him back now that his nets are working a bit better. 104.4 for Muzz, so really good from him. I believe we've got a Mert coming around. I'm not sure, is that Connor coming down to the line? What's it going to be for Connor? He's going to go a 105 flat, P11. We got Com United coming down to the line. He is going to do a 104.5, so he's going to put himself into P7.
Minmay with a 4.6.
Minmay went P8. We got Alpines going into the pits. We got a Haas coming down to the line. I believe that's Trio Kev. Can he improve? What's he going to do? Burning up to the line. What's it going to be for Trio Kev? A 104.4 puts himself into P4. We got a Red Bull coming down the line. Patrick goes P7. We got a McLaren coming down to the line. I believe. No, he's in the pits. We got an Aston. Where was that Aston? That was Bry.
He's starting a lap, I believe.
We might jump on board with our pole sitter at the moment. We'll see what he can do here. Take us away, mate.
Yeah, he's burning up the first main straight there. Burned to about 50%. Heading into turn 2 there. Gets around it nice and cleanly for the moment. Burning back onto that battery. Opens up the rear wing. Back up the gears. Into 7th. A little bit of a late shift on the 8th there, but will cost him a little bit, but only fractionally. Back around the next corner. Back under the battery. We've got a Red Bull, I think it is. Yeah, Red Bull hopping out of his way to make sure to not impede. Around the first left-hander. Around the second left-hander. Gets back onto that battery. At about 20% going out of there. He'll burn right down to 3% before he comes into the penultimate corner. Back up. Round the last corner. Opens up the rear wing with the battery. What's it going to be? A 103.8, Nishka.
Wowee, that's rapid. That's very rapid. So that's a fantastic lap from him. Believe we have a Red Bull coming down to the line now. Is that Governor? What's he doing? He's just
Must
finished.
be on a lap.
No, he's just finished. 105.3. So not ideal for the Governor. He's down there in P16. He's going to have to improve on that one. we do have, I believe, Goats for Life. He's on a lap, but he's invalidated. So we're going to see these guys. We're going to catch our breath. These guys are going to come around into the pits, and we're going to see all these guys come out for one last run. Thoughts on qualifying so far?
Very quick, very competitive, I say at this point. There's a second between first and P10 currently, and I really think at the moment, I'd say anyone in this top 10 could win the race yet, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Moe Nabs probably has a little bit of time there. He did invalidate that second run there. He put that 104.7 down early. We've seen Quicksilver Deck, he improved slightly. Muzz, he looks like he's finding a little bit of time. So could Muzz give this top 5 a bit of a shake, and could we see him in a bit of clean air tonight and see how he goes with that? Com United, he looked like he improved massively on that second lap, so could he have another bit of an improvement in him like that again, and could we see him push towards the top? But those Alpines, they put those times down early. Well, Mitchell improved on that one. He's put himself up into P2. Soups put that time down early, and can we see them challenge the Aston? I don't know. Bry looks like he just keeps pulling time out here. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? And the unknown here does Trio Kev. We haven't seen him racing too much. If he could just get it together now after doing 2 laps, could we see him on the front row? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's very unknown at this stage. I mean, at the moment, I'd say the top 10 are probably the guys. What's anyone in there, I think, could put it on pole, but I still wouldn't count out some of the other guys that are outside the top 10, but really competitive so far, and we're getting a few cars going around, as I do believe we've got someone just started a lap. The OG Cookie has, if you want to jump on board with him, Nishka.
Yep, we'll sit on him. He's out. He's out early, getting the lap started. I fear for some of those other cars that are sort of just coming through Sector 2 now. I feel like they're going to get a lot of traffic here too. Because you're going to get a lot of cars coming out the pits.
Yeah, it's going to be rush hour any second now, I'd imagine. So we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, hopefully no one impedes anyone, but traffic can be a good or bad thing. You can get a tow from it, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. As we do see, I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but OG Cookie is set at purple second sector. So we'll just have to see how he goes coming down to the line, round the penultimate corner, down into fourth to go around the final corner, back up on the battery, opens the rear wing. What's it going to be? A 104.4 puts him up into P5 for the moment, Nishka.
Yeah, fantastic lap from him. As we say, look at this traffic from Yahiri. He's having a nightmare of it at the moment, and he's had to try and get through all that traffic. We're seeing the McLaren as well. He's having to try and get through it too. And Sonny Bray, he's going to be coming up to the exact same thing. These guys are in an absolute world of hurt, I believe. We'll go to Sonny Bray. These guys are going to back up, I think, trying to start the lap. Is he going to cop traffic here? Oh, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. We'll just wait and see. Doesn't look like maybe he's going to get away with it here. Maybe just. But he's coming down to the line. In the Merc. Hasn't set the greatest of times yet. He's been talking it up all week. Like he's going to do so. And he's invalidated. So he is not going to improve. We've got a Haas coming down to the line. Crew to Karma, he's just started. We've got Trio Kevs on an out lap. We got Moe
He's
Nabs.
waving to you, Nishka.
Is he waving to me, is he? Yep.
Yeah, he was waving to you.
We got Moe Nabs. He's coming down to the line. He's on a lap. What can he do? In the Williams. He's P11 at the moment. Doesn't invalidate this time around. What's it going to be? 104.3. Good enough for P4 at the moment. As we do see, I believe Sonny Bray is retired, and that is on track. That is a big no-no. So he will be in trouble for that one. After this one, which is unfortunate.
Patrick has unfortunately stuffed up his lap, and
We got the
He's
Ferrari.
aborted it and just taken it to the end. Not ideal for him.
Bry's slightly improved. We got Quicksilver Deck. His teammate's just in front of him. Suit for Dark, he's done a 104 flat, so he puts himself P2. Quicksilver Deck couldn't improve. Muzz couldn't improve. Trio Kev, he's coming around. Can he improve? Can he knock these Alpines off the front row? No, he is into the pits. Who else we got? We got Minmay. What can Minmay do?
Minmay.
Up to the line. It's going to be only P11. Goats for life. What's Goats going to do? Down to the line. He's the only one that can have an impact. Now he spins.
He's spun. He's gone.
He's spun, and that is qualifying. Done and dusted. We got Bry on pole, and then we got Suit for Dark, Mitch P3. We got Moe Nabs P4, Trio Kev P5, Cookie P6, Quicksilver Deck P7. Combined P8, Muzz is in, and I'm not sure what Goats is up to. Just go across the line, mate. That'll be all good. And yeah, thoughts on that one, Do.
Very, very competitive, I believe. I think we're going to see an absolute cracker of a race here. Just have to wait and see. Some people may have a bit more of a qualifying setup than a race, but I really think this is going to be an absolute cracker of a race here, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, Patrick from P10. He's got a bit of work to do for this championship fight from there. Obviously, the TP of Red Bull, yourself, probably not the happiest with P10 and P12, but obviously there's a long way to go, and obviously myself being a Merc guy as well, P14, P16 for us is not ideal, especially with those Alpines up there in P2 and P3. That's not ideal, but hopefully they can get something done in the race from a Merc point of view. But let's see what happens. We're going to have an interesting race coming up here. We know turn one can be chaos here. It looks like we've got dry weather at the moment. It does look like a few little clouds hanging around in the back. I don't know if we'll see any rain a bit later on. These guys will be adjusting their setups to their race setup, ready to go. I'm going to let you take this one away, You can do the lights out, mate.
That sounds good. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting... I really do think this will be a great race to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the lead change hands multiple times or a lot of position switches, because from what we've seen, it is an extremely competitive grid. And as you said, not ideal for Merc or Red Bull here, but I have faith that the boys can get the job done in the race and let the race do the talking, hopefully. So they're just still doing a few setups and whatnot, but I'm seeing blue sky with a couple of clouds. I haven't heard any reports of rain yet.
Do you think we're going to see a one-stop or a two-stop win this one tonight, sir? What are you thinking? What's your gut feeling?
I'd say both, to be honest.
You going to see both?
Yeah, you're going to see a mix.
What do you reckon will come out on top?
Look, if they're racing wheel to wheel, I could see that, like, extremely compact. I could see the two-stop working. If they manage to get a bit spread out, then I think the one-stop will be the better strategy. It's really about where your position is. We've got the lights out, and the Alpines are side-by-side into turn one, and OG Cookie's out. Bry's taking the lead. What has happened to OG Cookie? He just hasn't got off the line, or has he crashed?
I'm not sure what's happened there. You're stuck on the straight. We just got a VSC, I believe, at the moment.
The governor's dropped down to P18. I'm not sure what's happened there. Patrick down into P11. Connor's up to P9. What is going on? As we see a kick with no wing at all.
Is that Drusilla? Yeah, Drusilla's got
the governor's
no wing.
Missing
end plate.
A fair portion of the right side of the wing.
So something's happened there. Oh, we've also got a Merc that doesn't have a wing either. Sonny Bray, he's got absolutely no front wing. And somehow we're seeing
McLaren's.
Oh
yeah, Kung's missing an end plate.
So there's something that's happened back there.
Oh no, they're both there.
Yeah, something's happened on the pit straight there. I'm not sure what's happened there.
I'm just looking for any other damage. I imagine we're going
Uh,
to see most of these cars dive into the pits.
Mars, I'm sorry. A car stationary on the start line is just driver error, mate. That's not a red flag offence, mate. So unlucky for those guys. That will not be a red flag. The race will continue on. But we will take stock. We are back to the front. We've got Bry leading the way. He is in front of Bitchel at the moment. Trio Kev has managed to get himself up into P3. He got past Soup for Duck.
Yeah, he has there. Got himself up into P3 and currently seeing a bit of mix of all sorts. Moe in P5 with Soup just in front of him and Quicksilver P6, Com P7, Muzz P8 as we do see Naya gets the pass on. Patrick is losing positions, dropping like a stone. What has happened? Something has happened back there. I'm not sure. He's on the inside of the corner or something. I'm not sure. Down in P14.
Oh, Moe Nabs is off. Moe Nabs is off. I'm not sure what's happened there. He's gone wide. So now we got Minmay is in P9. Cotter, he's had a fantastic start there. He runs a bit wide there though. But he's up into P8. We got Bright. Let's have a quick look at the tyres in a second, mate. We will see who's on what. And most people starting on the, I believe everybody probably started on the mediums. A couple of guys have had to go to the hards nice and early here as Connor, he's looking for a move on Muzz up the inside. Nothing doing at the moment. Muzz defending, holding that outside line. Connor just tucks back in behind. Com United, he's up to P6. He's doing a pretty good job at the moment. He's all over the back of Quicksilver Deck here. Can he get the move done? Quicksilver Deck out of the DRS at the moment. So he's fallen away from these top four. And he's going to come under pressure from the V-Carb driver. As we do see, Mitchell now has taken the lead from Bry. So this is an interesting battle at the front here. We do have an on-board request coming in from Phoenix. Let us know who you want to see on board. And we will go to that one for the next lap. But Mitchell, he's through. Bry is in P2. Soup is in P3. And we're going to go on board with Com United. And you're going to take us away here, Dirt.
Com United currently in P6, coming into the final corner here. He's right behind the rear end of Quicksilver. Quicksilver does seem to be struggling a little bit to keep up with the front four, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But Com is going to be looking to make a move here. Does he going to get... No, he doesn't quite get close enough to... Oh, no, he's going to try and go around the outside into turn 2 there. Looks like he's got the job done. Quicksilver does not get the DRS. Com will keep it. And he's going to be able to run away a little bit here. Great move from Com there on Quick. See him coming around the corner here. Looking pretty decent at the moment. And he'll be trying to close in on that gap on Bry. As Bry must have made an error. He has dropped the P4. So Com will be trying to get there as quick as he can. So he has the DRS in order to defend against Quicksilver. Coming through the corners now. Looking quite strong. I don't think he's going to be close enough to get that DRS though, unfortunately, so we may see Quicksilver make a move back on him, but we'll just have to be patient and see. Coming around the final corner, burning that battery up to the line, burning it right down. Looks like he's going to go down almost to 0 there. Great lap from Com, gets the pass on Quicksilver. I'll hand it back to you, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing Quicksilver's teammate. He's dropped a fair bit now, though, Muzz. He's down into P12. We've got the two Alpines at the front. Trio Kev, it looks like he's battling there with Soup for Duck as well. As you see, Quicksilver Deck had a little look up the inside. Nothing doing there. Back down into this next little corner. Quicksilver has a look around the outside. Com can't fight that one. And Quicksilver Deck back up into P5. As Trio Kev now has taken the lead. Wowee. So Trio Kev, he's through now in the Haas and made the move. Mitch dropped to P3. So Soup getting that move done as well. He's through. Bry's there in P4. This is a good little battle here for P4 at the moment. Oh, well, 4P3, should I say. Quicksilver Deck, he's desperately trying to get into that DRS com. He just looks like he's just used a bit too much battery there, getting past him the first time. Now he's looking to struggle to hold on. He could come under a bit of pressure here from Connor, who's managed to get himself up into P7 at the moment. Bit of team orders maybe from the Williams. Moe Nabs, he's back through up into P8 after his little off-track excursion. And he is looking to get back into the fight. Min-May just biding his time there. Plenty of battery to work with. These Williams, they probably start working together here and try and pick some of these guys off as the tyres start going off. Patrick looks like he's regained his composure now, looking to try tack onto the back of these guys here. Derv, nice little battle here happening. Nia Eshe and Goats for life. Goats around the outside. A little bit of tyre bumping there. Nia Eshe looks to come back through with the DRS. Mars, he's also going to have a look here with the DRS on Goats. No, nothing doing for him. And yeah,
bit of a slide from Muzz there.
Yeah, good little. Yeah, Muzz having a little bit of a slide. Naya does well to hold on to that there, and he'll look to try and catch back up to this top 10. A bit further ahead, we got Com United. He's nearly falling out of that DRS of Quick trying to get back in, and Bry is holding on for dear life at the moment as well. Super Duck, he's got back past Trio Kev. Action happening everywhere here, Dur.
Yeah, as we see Goats run a bit wide and Muzz be able to dive down the inside and get past him. Cungbus goes and gets a 3 seconds now. So not ideal for him down in P14 there, but he's got work cut out for him, and we'll just have to keep an eye on what's going on back there. But for the moment, back to the front here is Soup's leading out from Trio Kev, followed by Mitchell, then Bry. All separated by about half a second each, say, roughly. Then 1.3 seconds back to Quicksilver. Quicksilver's really going to be hurting on the points here if he can't get back a few positions and Mitchell ends up out the front. But we're a very long way from the end of the race yet. I think it'll only be a few laps here, Nishka, until we start seeing a few guys box if they're on the 2-stop.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I think, yeah, you'll probably start seeing some guys, if there are on the 2-stop, they will come in very shortly, like you say. Trio Kev, he is going around. We're seeing Super Duck, as you've said it, he is into the box, and he's going to be pitting. Quicksilver Deck goes into, Moe Nabs is in, Patrick's in, Muzz is in. So a lot of these guys in, reacting there. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Are these other guys going to react, or are they going to just keep soldiering on and go for that 1-stop? We do have Mitchell now. He's closing in onto the back of Trio Kev. Nothing doing at the moment. Bry, he's also closing in. This front three, they've broken away from Com United, who is 2.7 seconds behind there. He's got Connor for company, and Connor has DRS burning down this straight. Can he get a move done on Com United? At the moment, it's not looking so, or is it? He has a little look, shows the nose, nothing doing. Min-May, he's just sitting in behind. Moe Nabs is in early, so he's pitted. This frees up Min-May. Min-May has looked like he's been looking after his tyres, so he might be just going for that 1-stop at the moment. Looking after the battery, biding his time. These two battling hard in front of him. Min-May's going to be one to watch here, Dur.
Yeah, very much so. Min-May's really closing into the back of Connor there, but we'll have to wait and see whether we can get a move done. Looking pretty strong there up in P6. Did we see much movement in the pits there between all the guys who pitted?
Well,
I don't think anyone got a pass done in the pits. As we're seeing Min-May, Trio Kev's in, Mitchell's in, Bry's in, Com United's in, and Nia Eshe's in.
You're going to see Min-May strike here. Min-May's going to strike here. He's going to take the lead here, and he's going to try to run away with this. He's looking for the 1-stop, I think. He doesn't want to get held up here by Connor. He's looking up the inside, wheel to wheel, little bit of touching. Connor tries to defend it. Who's got the DRS? I think it's Min-May. He just tucks in behind again. Has that battery, he has the advantage. He's going to go around the outside. It's going to be easily done now. Connor's got to try to stick with him. This puts Goats for life. He's there in P3. You'll hear he's there in P4. But Soup, he is looking fast, and he is through on Yohiri. Not getting held up too much at the moment. But some of these other guys might be. Trio Kev, he's getting held up. And this is really going to play into Soup's hands. He does have the undercut from pitting that lap earlier, and he has broken right away here. So Soup is looking in a fantastic position. Can Trio Kev get through these guys? That's going to be the question. Connor and Min-May's in. So Min-May's in, and Connor's going to keep going. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. A lot of these guys now are on the 2-stop. I don't know. I think with the majority here, I think
Mitchell goes and gets a 3-second.
Mitchell's got a 3-second.
That is not ideal for him.
Soup's in clean out. Soup's going to catch Connor. He's 7 seconds.
I think the McLarens have just double stacked.
That's unbelievable if they have.
I'm pretty sure they just have, I swear.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. Bit of Kung Bus domination, reckons AIDS. Yep, Kung Bus domination for the double stack. We love to see it. And yeah, Soup, he's closing in rapidly though. That's already gone down from 7.3 down to 5.9 already. So this is yeah, this is either brave or stupid here from Connor. Staying out after everybody's gone in. It looks like it could be the latter here at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I think he'll dive in this lap, I would think. I think he'll be going for the two-stop.
Well,
No, he stays out.
yeah, I think.
Oh, no, he's in. He's in. He's in.
Is he? Okay, he's in. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there now. It's a long way to go. I don't think he'll be able to go to the end from there, and he's lost a lot of time by staying out. So that's going to be an interesting one. See how that one plays out. We got Trio Kev now. He's finally in clean air, but he is 2.7 seconds behind Soup here at the moment. Mitch has the 3 second, and he has Quicksilver Deck now in his DRS. So Quicksilver, he's slowly working into it. Moe Nabs is back into it nicely as well now as he looks to get past Yohiri here. Doesn't look like he's going to give it up at the moment. Moe Nabs hanging it around the outside. Can he stick it? Looks like he's going to, and he gets the DRS open, and he's going to pull away. Bry is right behind him, though. So Moe's actually managed to get the undercut on Bry here, and Bry is down into P6. Bry has one lap fresher tyres, so this is going to be an interesting battle. Com, he's being held up now by Yohiri. Yohiri will probably do a good teammate's job here and try and hold Com up the best he can to try and give him teammate a bit of breathing room. Can't do so, though. Com gets it done around the outside. Patrick is the next one that needs to try and get through. Can he do it? Yes, he's going to get through too.
Yohiri gets the 3 seconds.
So everyone
Not
looks like they're
ideal for
through.
him.
Everyone looks like they're through now. Minmay, he's gone back onto the mediums again, though. That's an interesting decision here, Dur. How's this one going to play out, do you think?
I think he's going to be incredibly racy on these mediums, but it'll be interesting to see whether these other guys, if they've packed another set of mediums for the final stint, or if they're running 2 sets of hards. But we'll just have to wait and see. It'll be something to keep an eye on as we see. Mitchell has got past Trio Kev on that last lap, but he's still 3.3 seconds off of his teammate with a 3 second penalty. So I just think Trio Kev follow him at the moment. Trio Kev doesn't look like he's going to make any moves yet, but Quicksilver's only a second off the rear of them as well, followed by Moe 1.5 back. Then Bry is looking to catch back up and try and get back to those front 4 out there, as he's unfortunately lost a few positions with the pit stop. As we've seen him, he had a look on Moe. He's going to go around the outside. Looks like he's got the job done. Yes, he has. So Bry's got the job done. He'll be looking to try and catch back up to Quicksilver now, but he is 2 seconds down the road from Quicksilver. Quicksilver does just have the DRS by the look of it. Is he going to keep it on the main straight? Yeah, he will. Quicksilver has a yellow fuel light. Same with Soup. Are they the only 2 cars?
Yeah, I haven't looked through now at the moment. Yeah, so they've gone the underfuel. Yep, they're the only ones.
Very interesting to say the least.
Oh, Super Mitchell, they've come together there. No, it's not Super Mitchell. Trio Kevin Mitchell have come together there. Looks like Mitchell was off the track there for a second. Didn't quite catch it. So hopefully no damage done to Mitchell there. They can keep going along. But Trio Kev obviously knows he needs to get past Mitch, because Mitch could be trying to hold him up a little bit here to try and give Soup a bit more of a break here. But Trio Kev, he's passed. He's looking quick. He's now closed it within 3 seconds of Soup for Duck. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Now, Quicksilver, he's going to put Mitchell under all sorts of pressure now. He's inside the DRS. Bry, he's 1.7 seconds back. They've dropped Moe here. Moe's in P6. Not really catching up too much here. Com is going to have DRS here. He's going to have the battery on. Burning down. He's got absolutely nothing left to maybe try and get this move done on Moe, and he can't. Patrick, he'll be licking his lips just in behind there. 30% battery. Can he maybe get a move done on one of these guys? We're going to have to wait and see. Moe Nab's not much battery. Com not much battery. Is Patrick going to get it done? Doesn't look like it on this time around. Thoughts so far here, Dur? What do we? How do you think this one's playing out at the moment? As we see, Connor, he went up a position down there in P11 as well. Got past your Harry, so he's looking to get himself back up into that top 10.
Yeah, by the look of it so far, only Yo Harry will be on the one stop here, as he's stayed on those mediums from the start till now. So we'll have to see whether that benefits him much or not really. But one thing I was very interested by was the fact that Alpine didn't really play the championship game, to be honest. I thought they would have pitted Mitchell first and got Soup to sort of try and back him up. But as we see, Mitchell gets the move done on Trio Kev on that big DRS straight, and Trio Kev can't really do much about it. But he will have the DRS on the next little bit, but not going to be close enough to make a dive, unfortunately, Nishka.
Yeah, I'm just it's interesting to see what will happen here. I believe for the overalls fight for the Alpines, it's probably makes sense for Mitchell to be holding these guys up and let Suit get away. Make sure they bank that win, especially now with that 3 seconds hanging over the head. So yeah, it's an interesting one. See how they play it out. Obviously, Mitchell got a championship to play for as well. Trio Kev is doing well for the Haas. This Haas team's turned itself around a lot since silly season. Gangster have been doing a pretty good job with this team, getting guys in and getting them going, and they've sort of started going in the right direction. As we see, Bry, he picks up a 3 second there. That's not going to help him very much. Moe Nabs, he's really struggling here. Patrick looking for a move on Moe Nabs. Moe Nabs just, I don't know what's going on with him. He's just looked like he had some pace early. Now the pace is looking like it's dipped away a little bit as Patrick gets through to P6. Started to make his way into this fight. He really needs some points here tonight to keep his championship aspirations alive.
Yeah, very much so. He's starting to show some really good pace in these hards, I think, as we've seen him gain a fair few positions and get through that middle of the pack, which I think we can both vouch for the fact that it's a tough spot to be in when you're down the middle trying to get back up to the front. It can be quite slow and you need some patience, and there's still 20 laps to go, so we're a long way from done and anything can happen between then and now. But as we do see, Yohari and Zagubna have come into the pits, so Gov's gone out on a fresh set of hards, same with Yohari. Do you think Yohari's going to be able to get it home on those hards from here, Nishka?
I'd say so. That's probably around the window you'd want to be doing a one stop. He looks like he's one of the only ones that is doing a one stop. So I believe so. I believe that's the right move. I think out of everybody here, the two that I believe have probably got their strats wrong a little bit at the moment, the way it's looking like it's playing out, is probably Mid-May and Connor. They lost out massively to that to the undercut, staying out a bit longer to go back onto another set of mediums, and yeah, I think those mediums are already dying off, and the hards are already the better tyres, so they haven't really made up the ground that they probably thought they were going to make up, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see what they do from here, mate.
Yeah, it'll be interesting whether the undercutters per se will be able to benefit them on getting onto that fresh set of hards probably before any of these other guys do. But we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out in the end. We're only halfway through the race here, so
Yeah.
Tom goes and gets 3 seconds. That's not going to be good for his day too. We're seeing a fair few penalties creep in there, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. Some penalties are creeping in. I just think with that with the double medium, I think even if they were to box now, the guys have got a hard tyre, they can react to that straight away, and they've already got the track position. So yeah, I just think they've lost out there massively. Definitely missed the trick, I reckon. But who knows? They could prove me wrong. We'll have to wait and see. Quicksilver deck, though, he is in P4. He's in to the DRS now of Trio, Kev, and Mitchell and Soup. This one's far from over here, I think. Soup's not getting away. Mitchell's there, 2.8 seconds. 3 second penalty. Trio, Kev's just biding his time there in P3. Plenty of battery there at the moment. Quicksilver deck's burning everything to try and keep with these guys. Bry, he's tacked onto the back. Patrick just doesn't seem to be able to make the ground on this front five, though. 4.4 seconds away. He's kind of running his own race at the moment. But Moe has managed to get back into the DRS, has he? By the looks of it. It's, Patrick made a bit of a mistake, maybe, by the looks of it. To wait and see. We are going to
Yeah, I
see.
noticed him slip a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
Just sliding a little bit coming out of the corners in the odd corner here. So it's inviting Moe back in, but I don't think Moe's going to be anywhere near close enough to make a dive on him here. No, not within strike range, unfortunately, for Moe, but Patrick's going to keep going here. We'll see whether he has a look on the straight. No, there's enough of a gap there for the moment. Com's following in behind. Then Minmay is 1.3 seconds back, so he doesn't even have the DRS on that little group that we've got there, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. As we've just seen, also back towards the front, we've seen Trio Kev got back through on Mitchell as well. So he's looking to get out after suit. 2.6 seconds. He's slowly but surely just edging this gap back closer. It's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out here too. But Quicksilver, he's just lurking in behind them as well, isn't he? Just with no pens at the moment. So as it stands, Quicksilver still finishing
Minmay's
far
in.
from Mitchell. Minmay in. Minmay's had enough. He's going to get onto the hard tyre. Will we see some of these guys, aka Com United, Moe,
Aston,
even Bry, reacting? What's
Aston
happened to the
spun back in.
Oh,
He spun back in sector
Sunny,
2.
Sunny
Lost an
Bray,
end plate
Sunny Bray, severe collision with an Aston. 10-second penalty.
with Kungbus. Didn't it say?
Yeah, so not too sure what's happened there. That's yeah, that's going to get looked at, I believe.
Because he's got a puncture on the rear left, I think.
He's in. He's into the pits.
I think that rear left looks like it's punctured.
So that's an interesting one.
I wonder if he's had a puncture and it. Yeah, that rear left is definitely punctured. I'd say he's had a puncture and it's caused him to spear into Kung.
Yeah,
So
not ideal.
What have we got?
Let's take stock of what we got
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
true. Kevin Bry's in. Com's in.
So, guys have
Sonny Ray has retired from the session.
Yeah, so he's retired. He's done for the day.
His car's going to head back out into the track, unfortunately. So, a few guys will have to navigate that. As we see, Crude goes and gets a 3-second as well. We're getting penalties right across the board, and there's more people diving into the pits, I believe. No,
Yes.
not quite yet.
So we haven't seen, we've seen some react to the move of Minmay. We've seen Com, he came in. Oh, we see Bry is way off the track here. I'm not sure what's happened there. And he's trying to get back on and get going.
Is he the one who lost the end plate? I'll just have a look here.
He's missing a whole
He's lost his whole wing.
I'm not sure.
So he lost it to the back of Sonny Bray's car, I believe. So he's going to have to go back into the pits and put on an old set of tyres.
Yeah.
I think his I can't see him continuing on here. Can you, Nishka?
I don't think I could. That's really unfortunate for him. Well, he probably will continue on, I'd say, just to hope for something. As we see, Naya, he comes into the pits. Quicksilver's in. Patrick's in. Soup stays out. So this is interesting. Muzz now looks like he's going to be P3, P4. Trio Kev, he's out in front of Muzz. So that's important for him, and he is going to be right behind Mitchell here. So they're going to be in a battle. Mitchell's managed to, he's on a fresher tyre though, and he is in front of Trio Kev. So that's an interesting one. Trio Kev must have got held up just a little bit there. But they both look like they are gaining on Soup. They're gaining on Soup though, rapidly. Staying out the extra 2 laps for Soup, is that going to be... yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. Soup's in now. We see Quicksilver Deck.
Soup still has the fuel light.
Hey, what's happened with Quicksilver Deck? He is a long way back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He is
a long
He's lost out massively. Patrick's jumped him. Moe's jumped him. Yeah, I'm not sure. He's lost a lot in time. This is not good for his championship at all.
Yeah.
Didn't see it. Muzz is into the pits now. So we'll see where he comes back in the order, but seeing a fair few movers, I think we will see Goats have to pit soon as he's on 13 lap hards, and he's currently battling with Com. Well, we're seeing a bit of three-way action here between Com, Minmay, and Goats. Who's going to end up in front? Com's going to have a look to have a dive on Minmay. Gets it round. Is he going to be able to stay in front? We'll wait and see. They're still going side by side. Into the left-hander, side by side still. Com's just in front. Tucks back in behind. Goes to have a little look up the inside there from Minmay, but Com has got through cleanly there, and he's going to be ahead. Over to you, Nishka.
Yeah, it was plenty happening all in that little passage there. It's trio, Kevin, Mitchell, they come side by side as well, and they had a little bit of a touch, and Mitchell was the loser in that little battle at the moment, as trio Kev is now in behind Soup for Duck, burning down up towards turn 2. What can he do? Can he get a move done? No, he can't at the moment. Doesn't have enough battery, I believe, at the moment. But Soup is through. Connor goes fastest lap at the moment. So he is down in P12 on those hard tyres. He's got a bit of, got a fastest lap. So that's pretty good there for Connor in the Mercedes.
Soup had a bit of a lock-up into T2, and it's caused Trio Kev to get a bad sort of entry/exit through the corner, and Mitchell's been able to jump him basically as soon as he come out of T2. So it'll be interesting here whether Trio Kev can get the move back on Mitchell, or whether Mitchell's able to run away with Soup, or whether they swap positions and allow Mitchell to then try and run away. But we're still 12 laps from the end here, Nishka, so we'll just have to wait and see. So we're seeing Goats is still out there, and Patrick and Minmay are battling for it. Minmay's off the track. He's had to yield to Patrick, and there's an Aston there. Is that an overlapped Aston of sorts?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
Bry in there, unfortunately, down in P18. So he's had to pit twice in order to replace the wing, and it's forced him to switch tyres, so then he's had to switch tyres again. So not ideal for him at all. As we see, is that Minmay off again? Yeah, it was. Minmay seems to be struggling to get the car stopped. But Patrick's going to be coming up on the back of Com and Moe here, so we can see an interesting battle moving forwards for P4. Patrick passed Moe before the pit stop, so he lost out as well on the pit stop there. I'm not sure, Nishka, what's going on. Quicksilver and Patrick both losing out in that pit stop.
Yeah, they might have got held up by a bit of traffic there, or something, or because Moe's had a fantastic little run here. Looks like he's found a bit of pace again. So he's got some clean air. So we're going to be able to see what he can do. This battle up the front though, Triokev, he's been trying to save up a bit of battery here. The two Alpines causing him a bit of grief at the moment. They're doing a pretty good job so far. Mitchell burning up behind his teammate as they come down into this next sector here. Is Mitchell going to be able to get a move done? Doesn't look like it at the moment because Soup has plenty of battery still to work with here. As we see now, Soup has a look up the... Mitchell has a look up the inside. He's through on Soup, and Soup tucks in behind. So they
Team orders there, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of team orders going on.
We'll see whether Mitchell's able to run away and Soup's, if he's going to be able to slow up Trio Kev in order to get that 3-second gap out. But it's an uphill battle for, as we see Quicksilver go and get a 3-second now on top of it. We're seeing Trio Kev, he's burning over the line there. He's getting right up onto the back of Soup. I think he's going to look to make a move here. We'll have to wait and see. Soup will have the DRS as well, so that'll be one thing they'll have to be careful of. If they do allow Mitchell to pull away, is Soup won't have the DRS to defend against Trokev anymore. So, will we see Trokev trying? He got really under the back of gearboxes of the Soup there. Is he going to be able to make a move into the hairpin? No, he doesn't. As we're seeing, Soup and Mitchell are going back side by side. They've just swapped back over. I'm wondering if they've decided that Mitchell's not quick enough or something. To put Soup back out in front is a very interesting call, to say the least.
I think they're just working together
What's your
here.
thoughts there, Nishka?
I think they're just working together, mate. I think they're just trying to keep each other in DRS and just keep the lead changing between themselves and keep Trio Kev behind. I think it's the smartest option. I think if one of these does break away, I think Trio Kev could have them for the picking. So it is smart move to stay within each other's DRS and just keep swapping it over, because while that's happening, Trio Kev's not going to get both of them. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how this one plays out. Trio Kev does look like he's got some good pace there, though. Yeah, it's going to be a good little battle for P4 as well, mate. As we're seeing a bit further down, we're seeing Moe Nabs. He's there in P4 at the moment. We've got Com. He does have a pen. We've got Patrick there. And Min May is, yeah, just struggling a little bit at the moment. Bry, the lapped car, he's still on the back of those three in front of him too, so that's going to be an interesting one. We'll just keep an eye on that at the moment. They're all in a big train, seeing what's happening there.
Muzz gets the move done on Connor. So just heading into that turn 2, he got it done there. Muzz looks to be able to hold it for now, so that's something else to keep an eye on.
Yeah, good little battle
There's
happening all over.
Patrick's coming up on the back of Com, but Com is going to have the DRS from Moe. Moe's going to have to try and run away here and just get at a big enough gap that Com's not able to make a move on him, or Patrick distracts Com enough in order to stop it. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Com have a dive here on the end of this straight, because he is looking very, very aggressive, but he's not going to be close enough to get the move done, I don't think. He had a little look, but he ducked back in very quickly. So I'll hand it over to you, Nishka.
Yeah, absolutely. While these guys have been battling up the front too, we see Moe Nabs. He's just ever so slightly closing that gap in. He did have it under 4 seconds there for a little bit there, so under 5 seconds, sorry, into the 4s. So they could be closing that up as these guys battle up near the front. They don't want to battle too much and start bringing some of these other guys into it, because at the moment, Mitchell, he's holding solid onto his podium, but if Moe can get within 3 seconds of him, he will lose that. So it's going to be an interesting one to see how they play this one out. Is Soup going to start trying to stretch his legs and extend that gap again, as it looks like that might be the case, because he's pushed it back out to 5.3 seconds. But Trio Kev has plenty of battery to work with. They all have plenty of battery, these front three. It's going to be an interesting one. Can Trio Kev put enough pressure on? Can one of these Alpines make a mistake? This is going to be interesting.
Com could be a sitting duck here.
I'm seeing
Com's got basically no battery.
I'm seeing Soup also has only one warning left as well, so that's going to be a massive one, as Bry's now tied in the pit. Patrick's got 3 seconds, so that's not ideal. Some of these guys could be starting to verge on the brink of penalties here. Trio Kev, he is keeping the pressure on these guys. He wants Soup to get that other penalty, and he will be in P1 then. He's just sticking there, keeping it clean at the moment. So it's looking good there for Trio Kev at the moment with that information coming to hand. We also have Min May. He's keeping it penalty free at the moment too. He's in P7, so he's going to be the beneficiary of a couple of positions at the... Oh, so as I say it,
that's
a comms
curse.
That's a comms curse if I ever heard one. He gets a 3 second, so everybody have a 3 second right now. We've only got 6 drivers that don't have pens at the moment. I will get the pens up. We'll have
Com's not going to have DRS on the straight here.
It's only 3 seconds for everybody apart from Kung Bus. Com.
No DRS, no battery. He's going to be sitting duck for Patrick here. Patrick gets the move done very easily there. Unfortunate for Com, but just didn't quite have the battery management in order to defend it, and no DRS on Moe. So Patrick will be aiming to get back onto the back of Moe as soon as he can to gain that DRS and see if he can have a run at him. I'll hand it back to you now, Nishka. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. This is going to be a run to the finish. I'll leave the pens up there so everybody can see who's got what. And we've got Super Dark leading the race here. He is 5 seconds in front of his team. 5 seconds. 5/10 in front of his teammate at the moment, who has a 3-second penalty. Trio Kev penalty free. He's just sitting there in P3. He will be P2 at the moment as things stand. Moe will be ever so slightly wanting to close that gap into 3 seconds to hopefully try and get himself onto the podium. Will we see anything give at the front here, Dur? Are we going to see this Haas really serve it up to these Alpines, or do you think he's happy just getting his P2 at the moment?
I think he'll give it a red hot crack. The race is not done yet, as we see Connor get a 3 seconds as well. So there's a big bunch of penalties in there, and Goats and Governor are battling at the moment as well. You see Gov, he's into the pits. Unfortunately, he has not been able to take those 2 sets of hards after lap 1. So I imagine he'll be back onto those mediums. So, but Soup's out the front now, 6/10 in front of Mitchell. Mitchell, 4/10 in front of Trio Kev. Heading through that sector 2 at the moment. These three have just been putting away this whole race, and the gap's back out to 5.5 now. As we see Kungbus get another 3 seconds. So, be interesting here. I don't think I can see any movements from the, any position changes in the points necessarily on who will be getting them and who won't be. But so we see Com gets another 3 seconds. He now has 6. That will not be good for his race. So Quicksilver down in P8 at the moment. This is really going to be hurting his championship. As we see Mitchell make the move on Soup, and Treokev goes for the inside line. That Soup has looked like he has turned across on top of him, but we'll just have to leave that for the stewards to look at after the race. So we're going to see Treokev over the back of Soup here. I think Mitchell's going to try and run away now to get that 3 second gap, but the race is not over yet. I'll hand it over to you now, Nishka.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one because, if Trio Kev can manage to get himself past Soup, it's going to put them in a very difficult position, as Mitchell is trying to push away now. Trio Kev on the back of him. Is he going to lose DRS here, Soup? That's going to be the question. We got Trio Kev in DRS. Soup does not have DRS, so this is going to be interesting now down the straight. He's only 1.2 seconds up the road as well, is Mitchell, so he's not going to get away. Here we go. What's going to happen here? Trio Kev burning down the battery. Similar battery to Soup here as they come up to
burning.
turn 3. What's it going to be? Burns right up behind him. Trio Kev, battery on. Looks like he gets a pretty good exit there. This is going to be a chance to get a move done here. 1.4 seconds up the road is Mitchell. Can Soup defend it? Looks like he's going to be able to, and quite comfortably at the moment. So that's a big one there for the Alpines at the moment. But Mitchell's not really extending it enough at the moment. What's it going to be? This is a good little battle that we're fighting here at the moment. Connor gets back past Muzz down the order too, so that's a battle for P10. They're both trying to get themselves into that top 10. Both got the same penalties there. But we will stick with this one, as now Mitchell's out to 2 seconds. Trio Kev really needs to get this move done if he wants this race win. What can he do here? Burning down the straight. Soup is in none at the moment. Soup is in medium. He's got 60% batteries. They've got similar batteries here. Can he hold on? Trio Kev needs to get a good exit. Burning down. What's it going to be? He's still in none here. He's got plenty of battery to work with here. Doesn't look to go for the move again. Oh, a little tap in the back end there, and that's really going to hurt him on this lap. He's not going to be able to get past on this lap, so it's going to be left down to the last lap. Just a little bit too keen there to get through that corner, and that's going to really hurt him now, mate. Can he get it done on this last lap?
I don't know. We keep seeing Soup. He keeps locking up in a lot of these corners, and seeing Treokev have to take evasive action, or in that case, he's just tapped the back of Soup. So, very interesting to say the least, as we see Treokev is now outside the 3 second range of Mitchell. Soup is only 2 seconds away. Will Treokev have DRS on this main straight? We'll have to wait and see.
He's in. He's in.
I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah,
He's in, just. Oh, but there's an Aston there to give Soup DRS. Oh, that's going to hurt Trio Kev. I think Trio Kev was really going to be looking to make that move there. So we're seeing Minmay and Com fight further back, but I think we'll stick with this for now. I think we're going to see him have a dive here, will we? Oh,
What is the Aston
what is
doing?
the Aston doing?
What is that Aston doing? I cannot believe what I just seen off that Aston Martin. That is absolutely crazy. Oh my days. What the hell was that?
This is going to be tight. I think Mitchell's going to have his 3-second gap, but I don't know if there'll be anything going to the steward's room about it, but we'll just have to wait and see. But on track, Mitchell's going to have it. Soup looks like he's going to be able to hold P2, but
Mitchell's going to take the win
Kev
here.
P3.
Mitchell's out in 3 seconds. He's just got outside for Soup. Is he? Oh, Soup.
Oh,
Oh, what is that Aston doing? I can't believe what I just seen with the Aston. That's
and
crazy. And yep, that'll be
Kungbuster's
another.
DNF'd across the line.
Oh, that'll be another pen coming for somebody. So that's crazy. I can't believe what I've just seen in this last lap. That was absolutely shocking. Anyway.
Yeah, Moe gets Patrick back on the pens. But Patrick P5, Quicksilver P6. So, very interesting race to say the least. I think there'll be some fair few tickets for me to do, unfortunately. But anyway, end of the day, Mitchell P1. So, 1 and 2 for the Alpines. I'm sure the TP of Brett will be very happy with that. We see Drew Zilla across the line. I'll hand it back over to you now, Nishka.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate end to what was a fantastic race. I can't believe what I've seen from the Aston Martin just there. But yeah, nonetheless, the Alpine's fantastic job tonight, and Trio Care fantastic drive. Those three really the standouts tonight. It was a fantastic race. Yeah, really unfortunate to see that happen like that. But we do have Cletus Driver went to Moe Nabs, so he'll get an extra point there. Fastest lap went to Connor, so he'll get an extra point as well, as long with his P9. Yeah, and our driver today, Goats for Life. So we can get Goats for Life into the comms box along with our podium getters and our race winner. That'd be fantastic if you could sort that out too.
And do.
So I'll just go through the provisionals. So we had Mitchell, he took out P1, Soup P2, Trio Care P3, Moe Nabs P4, Patrick P5, Quicksilver P6, Midmay P7, Naya SJ P8, Connor P9, Muzz P10, Combined with those 6 seconds of pans, he fell out of the top 10 into P11. Goats is there in P12, Crude up. The Governor, Drew Zilla, Kungbus, Yohiri, and Bry down there. Yeah, interesting race. That Aston taking out leaders on the last lap, not good. Don't want to see that. People spinning across the line, don't want to see that. And not getting off the line, giving max wind damage on the first lap too. Don't want to see that. Not ideal. But anyway, that's yeah, that's a wrap on that one. When we get these guys into the comms box, we'll get these interviews underway.
As we've got someone join us for the moment. Who have we got? We've got Trio Kev here so far. We're going to have our driver of the day join us or not?
Just have to wait and see. I'm just going to the showroom. We can get started anyway, too. We will start with the P3. And that was Trio Kev, mate. And you can take us away with that one, too.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta quickly go. I'll see if I get back. I'll let you take it away, Nishka.
Yeah, okay, no dramas. True, okay, mate. Fantastic race. Good to see you back again tonight, mate. Jumping into the Haas. It was a fantastic race. Looked pretty tough out there, though, with those two Alpines. Yeah, sort of talk us through your race, mate.
Hey, how's it going, gang? Yeah, it was full push from the get go, pretty much. Had a pretty good start. Was able to jump like 2 spots onto T1, and yeah, and after that, of course, the VSC came in, and was just biding my time and tried my best to um, overtake the Williams, but they were doing a pretty good teamwork, keeping me behind. They gave me like a couple of chances, but I couldn't get through it. Missed like a couple of chances into P3 when both of them kind of tangled, but I had no traction. But it was an amazing race, and congrats to the Alpine team. They did a pretty amazing teamwork to get to 1 and 2, and yeah, I was battling all the way. I'm actually sweating so much. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun out there. They definitely had the teamwork going. Yeah, it was it looked really tough. I have to ask you on that last lap there. Yeah, what were you thinking when that Aston Martin come back onto the track there and yeah collected both of you guys there? Were you were you lined up there? Do you think you could have got that move done if that didn't happen?
Um, I it would be tough to say honestly. I thought the Williams kind of gave me a bit of a better chance, but you'll never know. That it was a bit odd to see. Sorry, not the Williams, the Aston Martin. My bad. The Aston Martin just dive bombing on the Alpine, kind of pushed me out of the track, but again had no traction. The Alpines out of the corners had amazing traction. I could not keep up. I just had straight line speed, but still, tough luck. But yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It was a fantastic race watching you guys going at it, and you should be very proud of the P3. I'm sure Gangster's very happy with the points for Haas, mate. And yeah, Durs,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I'm really happy with the P3, and the two Alpine boys gave a really good fight. So I had a lot of fun. So to be in the podium and to have a good time in the race, it was amazing. Good fun.
yeah, absolutely, mate. It was good to see you back on the track, mate. Are we going to see you go around again at Spa next week, or is that it for a couple of weeks?
Tough to say, maybe, but I might be available from next season. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But let's see. I'll let the boys know.
Yeah, awesome, mate. It'd be awesome to see you on the grid a lot more, mate. It's always a pleasure when you're out on the track, and yeah, great performance again tonight, mate. And yeah, enjoy the P3, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Nisha.
Thanks very much, mate. Um, what we will do is next we will move along to our P2. Suit for Duck, mate. Congrats on the P2. Fantastic teamwork with you, mate. Just talk us through that race, mate.
Well, I qualified in I don't even remember, I'm gonna be honest, third, and off the start I lost a place to Kev, which was unfortunate, but I had pretty strong pace throughout the entire session, and the undercut in the first pit stops really helped my race. As I was able to keep that gap when Mitch and Kev were fighting the whole time, so that was good. And then the second pit stops, Vettel had a really good call on that, timed it really well, so I'd come out just behind Mitch, and then it was pretty much just work together. And then in the end, we decided to try get Mitch the 3-second gap to a win, and that's just what we did, and it happened. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great teamwork from you guys all night. We made mention of it. It was really good. It's seen a couple of times there. You sort of just shut the gate completely, went too wide down into that sort of turn 3. It just made sure there was no way for Trio Kev to get through and just DRS swap me. It was really good performance from the team. Talk us through on that last lap though. When the Aston Martin hit you, what were you thinking there?
Well, in the moment, you know, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna screw up my traction, and I'm just gonna lose the position. But apart from some minor side pod damage, it didn't do anything else except give me a little bit of like spin. But I was still able to hold on to it. But yeah, I was like fuming, but then I kept the position, so it was okay.
Yeah, absolutely. We were a bit speechless in the comms box when it happened. Like I couldn't believe what I'd seen after such a good battle between the three of you. It was yeah, I really didn't want the race to get decided like that. So I'm glad that it all worked out in the end. And yeah, I think you guys should be super proud of what you've done tonight. And the Alpine obviously coming away with the 1-2. That's fantastic. And yeah, really sort of building some momentum to try to take out these constructors in Division 4.
Yeah, well, that's the goal.
All right, mate. Well, I look forward to seeing you go around next week again at Spa. It's been a pleasure again watching you guys go around tonight. But I'm going to move on.
Question.
Oh, you got oh, Do you're back. Here you go, Do.
Yeah, I'm back.
Jump
I've got
in.
a quick
Oh,
question
the
for
king
Soup.
is here.
Question of the week, I'd imagine this will be. Soup,
Alright.
how are you so tough?
Oh my goodness! What a question! What a question! That not sure how to answer. I guess it's because like the funk coursing through my veins, you know, stuff like that. You know, I bench press, I do my weights, you know. Yeah, I got that funk exactly. That's how I'm so tough. It's a secret.
Fair enough then. Congratulations on the P2 and best of luck next week.
All right, thank you, Dale.
Thank you. Have a good one. I'll hand it back to you now, Nishka.
Well done, Do. Always hitting with the tough questions, mate. I love to see it, mate. Anyway, I've taken the other ones away, mate. You can take us away with our P1, mate.
Oh, where to start? Congratulations on the result today, Mitch. I'm sure you'll be glad to get P1 and be able to gain a few more points on Quicksilver. How were you feeling throughout that race?
Definitely needed. Just try to keep it clean. Try and keep it clean. Try and keep quick. Had my own little moment, obviously, with the 3-second penalty, which was stupid on my part, but yeah, we made it work. Absolute goat engineering from everyone.
Yeah, that's very good to hear. Were you a bit worried when you did get the 3 seconds there?
I was a little bit because after the pit stops, I think it was a quick behind me, and I was like, oh no, not again.
That's fair enough. What was your thoughts on the battle out there that you were sort of having with Triokev and your teammate?
I want Trio Kev's brake set up because he has the absolute gold mine of brakes, obviously. I don't know how he had such dive bombs and kept it on track.
Yeah, that's fair enough. One last question before I hand you over to Nishka. Actually, no, two, sorry. I had another one on my mind that I'd forgotten. How are you feeling in the championship battle now that you've been able to gain a fair few points on Quicksilver this race?
I still need to improve my race. Obviously, I wasn't clean tonight for my part, so I just need to work on staying in the track lines and maybe a little bit more quali work.
Yeah, that's understandable, very much so. Best of luck in the next few weeks. And final question before I hand you over to Nishka. How's Soup so tough?
Soup is the toughest. There is no explanation on the epitome of toughness that bloke is.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll hand you over to Nishka. Over to you, Nish.
Yeah, Mitch, congratulations, mate. Fantastic P1. Really, really taking it to Quicksilver in this championship fight now, mate. We head to Spa next week. 100% race, big points on the line. How do you feel about Spa, mate?
I'm keen for Spa, not keen for the 100% distance, but it is what it is. Yeah, just gonna have to keep it clean and
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough test. It's a long track, 100%. It's gonna be a lot more of the battle of the minds to keep it in those track limits as well with the extra distance. So that'll definitely be something I'm sure you'll be looking at working on this week. Yeah, I don't know. Durs asked most of the questions already, mate. It's just I've been enjoying seeing you go around each week, mate. Another fantastic battle at the front. The three of you guys tonight. It was really entertaining to watch, and I look forward to seeing you go around next week at Spa, mate. And congratulations, and enjoy it with the team.
thank you. And yeah, thanks to the team and Soup and Brad Vettel, everyone.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Big thanks going out to the Alpine team there, mate. I'll let you go celebrate with the team there, mate. And we'll start wrapping this one up, too.
Yeah. Well, overall, good race today, I think. Very good battle out the front there. Probably expected to see a fair few more cars out there, but obviously things just didn't align, and the three at the front were very quick. So overall, great race, great battles, and penalties. But other than that, yeah, really good. I'll hand it back over to you now, Nishka. What was your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fantastic night again. Fantastic racing at the front from those three. I've seen some other questionable stuff happening, but we won't let that mar what was a fantastic race. But saying that, we still have Division 5 where we'll see yourself there going around. I know you're quietly confident at this track too. You kind of like this track, so I expect to see a big performance out of you tomorrow. Then Division 3 on Wednesday night, we've got that still to come. So plenty of action still to come from Austria. That was Division 4. Wrapping it up, we're in round 14. We've still got a little way to go in this season, but it's getting to the pointy end. Who's going to come out on top? We'll have to wait and see. With special thanks as well to Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, Pagnian Simulation Experts. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you all next time on Rush Racing.